What to do to remain sorrow and fear-free in life? Is it possible to live without fear, without the heavy burden of sorrow weighing us down? In Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah gives us a glimpse into this. In verse 262, He says, "Those people who expend their wealth in the way of Allah, and then do not follow up their charity with reminders of their generosity nor injure the feelings of the recipient, shall get their reward from their Lord. They will have no fear and no sorrow of any kind." But the beauty doesn't end there. In verses 274 and 277, Allah speaks further to the reward of those who give for His sake. He says, "Those who spend their wealth in charity day and night, secretly and openly, their reward is with their Lord, and there will be no fear for them, nor will they grieve." And in verse 277, He promises, "Indeed, those who believe, do good, establish prayer, and pay alms tax will receive their reward from their Lord, and there will be no fear for them, nor will they grieve." These verses tell us that charity, sincerity, and faith bring us peace from fear and sorrow. Let's explore what that really means. First, let's break down what it means to expend wealth in the way of Allah. Charity in Islam isn't just about giving money. It's about giving whatever we have to help others, whether it's time, knowledge, or a kind word. When we give with the intention of pleasing Allah, we align ourselves with a higher purpose, a purpose that isn't about the world's recognition, but about eternal reward. But here's the beauty that Allah's words offer us. Charity isn't just about the act, it's about the intention. In verse 262, Allah also warns against reminding others of our generosity or injuring the feelings of the recipient. When we help, we must do so with sincerity, humility, and respect. Imagine giving a gift to someone and then making them feel small or indebted. That takes away from the purity of the act. When we give with the right heart, not for praise or recognition but solely to please Allah, we find that our charity is much more than just a transaction. It becomes a way to purify our hearts, to grow closer to Allah, and to open doors to blessings we can't even imagine. Allah promises that such charity brings rewards that go beyond the material. It brings peace to our hearts. And this peace is not just something that happens in this world, it is a peace that stretches into the hereafter. In Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 274, Allah says, "Those who spend their wealth in charity day and night, secretly and openly, their reward is with their Lord, and there will be no fear for them, nor will they grieve." No fear, no sorrow. This promise isn't just about the material rewards we receive from giving, but the spiritual peace we gain from trusting Allah and purifying our hearts. We live in a world full of fear and uncertainty. We fear the future, fear loss, fear not having enough. But when we give in the way Allah describes, without pride or arrogance, without expecting anything in return, we free ourselves from that fear. We realize that Allah is the ultimate provider, and when we give to others, we are simply sharing the blessings He has already given us. In verse 277, Allah tells us that those who believe, do good, establish prayer, and pay the alms tax will receive their reward from their Lord, and there will be no fear for them, nor will they grieve. It's clear, when we align our actions with faith, believing in Allah, doing good deeds, praying, and giving charity, we are promised peace. Not just any peace, but peace that transcends the worries of this world. Think about it. When you give for the sake of Allah, you're not just helping someone in need, you're also freeing yourself from the weight of fear. You're trusting Allah's plan, knowing that He sees your struggle, your sincerity, and your heart. He will never let your charity go to waste, and He will reward you with peace in this life and the next. Charity doesn't just change the lives of those who receive it, it changes us as well. Every act of kindness, every time we help another person without expecting anything in return, we grow closer to Allah. We shed our attachment to material wealth, to selfishness, and to the fears that hold us back from experiencing true peace. Allah's promise in these verses is clear. If we spend in His way, with sincerity, whether secretly or openly, we are guaranteed His reward. And in this reward, there will be no fear, no sorrow. What a beautiful promise! A life free from the burdens of anxiety and regret, a heart full of peace because we placed our trust in Allah's provision. So, who are the people who don't have sorrows and fears in their lives? They are the ones who give sincerely for the sake of Allah, trusting Him fully. They are the ones whose hearts are aligned with His will, who understand that everything they have is a gift from Him. And because of this trust, they experience a life full of peace, free from fear and sorrow. If this reflection on the importance of giving sincerely touched your heart, share this message with others. Help spread peace and sincerity through the simple act of charity. Like this video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more reflections on how we can live a life closer to Allah's teachings. Thanks for watching, and may Allah bless us all with hearts full of sincerity, free from fear and sorrow, as we give in His way.